Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we will be reading Reddit stories, and for the matter of fact, I have never been on Reddit. I have never read any stories. I have never posted there. I have nothing to do with Reddit, but today I thought I should give it a go. And I looked for 3 Reddit stories. All 3 of them are K-pop related because it's just fun to read them. Before we start, I just have to tell you that I'm kind of dyslexic, so I'm not the best at reading. I don't know why I picked this video idea, but yeah.
I'm sorry in advance if I read like a retard, but that's okay.
So without further ado, let's start. My mom won't let me put posters in my room even if I do everything to convince her. That's the title. Hello everyone, I don't really post on Reddit, but I'm seriously pissed off because of my mom. The story starts when I got my first K-pop posters around a few months ago. I'm a full-grown teen right now, and I really want to express myself in some way. That's why I really wanted to put them around my room. They make me extremely happy because of how much I enjoy the group. To be honest, they kind of saved me from the 7th grade, but that sounds cringe saying it out loud, hee. Besides that, I was seeing my friends who also enjoy K-pop as much as me putting them around their rooms, on walls, wardrobes, etc. So I also wanted to do that. One day I went to my mom and I asked her if I can put my posters in my room the same way as my friends, but she immediately declined, not wanting to ruin her walls, her exact words. I kind of get that painting the room costs a lot of money, so I suggested putting them on the side of my bed where it's only wood. She again declined because her wood would get ruined by the tape. Again, her own words. That's when I exploded with anger. I just didn't get where I can put posters in my room. Okay, the walls can't, but the wood of my bed where I sleep was just ridiculous in my own opinion. For a while I dropped the topic, but I was trying to find a way that I can put my posters without ruining her wood. That's when a few suggestions caught my eye. A few days ago I went to her and asked her again, this time including in the suggestion. She started screaming at me that she doesn't want to see some yellow guys looking at her while she was in my room. Hey, that's hella racist. That of course sounded extremely racist, and I told her that they won't even stare at her. Like fuck you mean stare at? Fuck you mean some yellow guys staring at you? They're posters, not some real guys on the walls. I tried telling her about how that's my own space. I want it that way, but unsurprisingly, she shut me off by, oh, but I work in a room, so you can't. I don't want to see them all around it. For quick explanation, she used home office and used the big monitor in my room for work. I'm genuinely so frustrated with this whole thing and would really appreciate it if you guys have the same situation, and if you manage to do something about it, please share. Honestly, in the end, I'm just gonna put them, and if she torns them apart, I'll just buy new albums by saving money. That was good. So from my own experience, because as you know, little Miss SY does not give a shit about posters ruining her walls. I have posters all around my room and doesn't really do anything. Like my parents didn't even think that much about it. They just said like, fine, just put them if you want. I didn't even ask them, first of all. Like, bro, it's my own room. Why would I ask? It's my space. I don't have to ask. Let's go to the next story. Am I the asshole for not allowing my mother Am I the asshole for not allowing my daughter to buy K-pop albums? So, my daughter, I don't know what 38F means. I don't. So, my daughter recently won a gold award in her math competition. She asked what she could be having as a prize since she's only been getting bronze last year. Her dad said she can spend whatever she wanted, $150 on whatever she wanted. Why is it written like that? She said she'll choose from an online shop she wanted. Yesterday, she confirmed with me that she was going to buy a $50 album first and spend the rest of the $10 later on another shop. She was going to get some Korean boy pictures. That's not the best way to explain it, but that's okay. At first, I didn't really say anything because her exam was tomorrow, which is today, so I wired the money. This evening, right now, she asked me that she knew what she wanted and she was going to spend $90 on some stuff. I told her upright I'm not going to buy this for her because it's just some piece of paper. I allowed her to buy anything she wanted if it wasn't her own money on stuff like stickers, which she didn't need, and she'd at least spend $30 every time she orders one. I was honest with her dad and told her I only wired the money because I was afraid she'd get sulky and do bad on the exam today. She said I never keep my promise and I'm an asshole because her dad refused to buy her a piece of paper that is worth $90. And she'll pay for the album herself because she had saved $120 with chores. Do people actually get money from chores? Like, I've never gotten money from chores, except when I babysit my brothers. I get money sometimes, but that's only when I really whine about like,
No, Dad, I really don't want to like stay here all night and babysit my brothers.
and then they gave me money because they want me to shut the fuck up. So yeah. I said I was not going to wire the money either way because she should save money and not spend money on some boy. It's not like I didn't allow her to buy K-pop stuff. I did, but the price is getting ridiculous. I mean, okay, $90 is a bit ridiculous, but if your parents give you like $150 budget, then do whatever you want, queen. Like, am I the asshole, Reddit? Okay, I agree. I'm the asshole. This morning, her brother called her and asked her why she was so upset, and he offered her to buy it for her. She got the album and stuff from her brother and still keeps the $90. She's happy, we're happy, it's been solved, and I understand those cards mean something to her. I also bought her some merch myself, like the official light stick and their album, and their new album, which is a pre-order. I will try to keep my promise more. Yeah. Well, it's a happy ending, I guess, because at the end she got the light stick and albums. So from my own experience, my parents hate me buying albums. Like, for a while I used to actually have that when I bought new albums. I would put them off my shirt when I was like running upstairs to my room. I would like hide it under my shirt and then walk to my room and hide it in my drawer because like I was too scared of my parents finding out and being shot at me. So yeah, but they're still like this. Like if I asked them that, can you please buy me this album, I'd have to beg him. I remember when I got a 1, which is A+ in math, I asked my dad, can I please get an album, because he promised me. I told him if I get 1 in math, would he buy me an album? He said yes. And after I got the 1, he was like refusing, was like saying, I'm not spending so much money on an album. And the album wasn't even that expensive. It was like 36, which is okay. I wouldn't buy it, but that's because I don't get that much money. But yeah, like even for my birthday I can't get albums because my parents think albums are the most ridiculous things you can spend money on, and that's really, really not fair because you're only a teenager once and you can only fangirl once. I mean, props on you if you're like 30 and you're still collecting, like, respect, but usually it's fangirls or fanboys, fans. So yeah, but I don't really mind it that much right now because I get all of my friends on my birthday and I appreciate that. But I really would have appreciated if my parents would also understood my likings or just understood my fangirling. I don't know how to put that in words, but yeah. Another Am I the Asshole Reddit story. Am I the asshole for continuing to listen to K-pop despite my dad telling me not to. Okay, first of all, this title is getting me a bit angry because why is your dad deciding what you should listen to? This is not good. Actually, wait, I'm really thirsty. Let me go get water. I'm extremely thirsty right now. Okay. Drank my water. So, hi, this is really weird. You're probably wondering why he would tell me to stop. Well, the thing is, I've struggled a lot this past school year. Basically, I have a lot of missing work because I missed so many classes in the past 2 quarters. We had a meeting with the teacher and counselor about what to do. During the meeting, a lot of my teachers talked about the missing work and if I went to their classes. My dad kept saying that me being a K-pop fan is why I keep missing classes and not doing my work. He even brought up my email name in complete seriousness. My username is I'm a wreck because K-pop has wrecked me, which is a joke. I don't know how to feel about that. That isn't true. I've been over this before, and it's because I have absolutely no motivation and have extreme depression and anxiety. I've been experiencing burnout, I guess, since for the past 9 years. I've been studying really hard, honor roll, all A's, advanced classes, a ton of tutoring. Because of classes being online, it just made it so much harder trying to get... Holy shit, I can't read. And because of classes being online, it just made it so much harder trying to go to my class. The counselor brought up the option of just dropping 2 of my classes now and taking them during summer school to ease the pressure on me. But my dad said, I think we should just cut that option off entirely because I know that she won't try at all if you give her that option. If she fails, she fails. She won't get into any good schools. He said, I watch hours of K-pop. I don't. It's music, not a show. I listen to it. Which is true. And then I'm banned from watching it. I've been making a huge effort to turn in my missing work. I already did 2 classes, yay. And I got to my classes. I haven't missed anything for the past 2 weeks while listening to K-pop. My dad got mad at me because I kept listening to it despite my improvements. So I genuinely can't stop. K-pop is the one thing that has made me happy these past few months. And one of the biggest reasons why I haven't myself. Okay. So am I the asshole for going against my dad's wishes? That... Whoa. I think I lost a couple of brain cells reading all these stories because, wow, my brain is literally shutting off. I'm sorry. I'm not the best reader out here. No, you're not an asshole for listening to K-pop despite your dad saying you should not listen to it, because your dad should not be the one deciding what you do or listen to, because that's your own interest. My note here is love your interests, love whatever you do, even if your parents, even if your friends, even if everyone is against it. If you like it, do it. If you like it, buy it. If you like it, listen to it. If you like it, watch it. Whatever you want. But still, even if your parents say, like, you're not focusing on your studies, you should prove them that you do care about the studies. If you do, if you don't, I mean, yeah. But having interests is also important. Oops. Having interests is just as important as studies. So yeah, that's my point for today. If you enjoyed this video, put a rabbit emoji in the comments. Don't ask me why. And go follow my socials because I do a lot there and you don't want to miss out. This was my video. Bye!